It took quite a bit of grinding to get down to a good time in that game, and then there's a lot of luck based on the warps and everything. But it's so much fun in the music.
The warps are new. I haven't seen those. That was really neat.
That was just well, it was discovered years ago, but it was just learned how to do them by a guy named CL Chambers.
Right.
He did a lot of work. All right, so to keep things moving along here, we're gonna go ahead and start Contra J. Again, it starts a movement. This is what's this, Gryzor, I believe it's called, but this version is so much cooler than the US version, I gotta say. There's so much more to it. There's cutscenes. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. And now we start the timer. There's cutscenes and everything. You're gonna see a lot more animations in the total game here. In fact, on the first stage, you're gonna see, right when we actually get to the forest part, you're gonna see some differences right away. But yeah, this is a game that's gotten a lot of work recently. Angry Lanks took down the legendary DK28 in his 953 and got a better 953 in the US version. I think he might try to come over to the Japanese version, try to get that one as well, I don't know. But it's amazing the work that gets done. And there's a lot of strats that still come up that save frames here and there. But as you can see in the background right there, the leaves are actually moving, which is a nice little touch. Made the 4-frame jump there. Let's see if the wall will be nice to us. Don't be mean. You were mean! Why were you mean? No! God dang it. Okay. Well, this first base is gonna take a lot longer now. I lost my spread.
It's a cruel game.
It is. It's a cruel game. One noticeable thing about the J version with the cutscenes, though, is that you can actually skip. You can skip them, so you don't have to wait for, like in the US version, you have to wait. It says, you know, level stage 2 or whatever, and it just keeps blinking there for like 4 or 5 seconds. You don't have to wait for that in this version, you just go straight to the next stage. So it's faster in that regard. It's faster, it looks better, it's just all around a better game. I think they cut a lot out of the US version, to save space, I believe, but I'm not entirely sure. There's not much to this option. Honestly, having the default weapon in here is better than having a spreader without the rapid fire. A rapid fireless spread in the base is so mind-numbingly slow that it's better just to have default gun. So we're going low percent right now. Let's see if we can handle this boss. We get another spread on the next stage, so it's not terrible. With low percent, the turrets on the side that shoot the 3 orange balls, they actually shoot slower, which is nice. So it's dependent on your power-up. So we got to the first stage. That was a bit rough. That was a bit rough.
It's always rough when you lose spreader, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You lose spread in this, it slows down significantly. But hopefully, we can regain our composure here in the next phase. We missed the free ledge skip that we had coming here. If you follow a certain path across these ledges, your jump value in this game is actually based on oh, for goodness sakes. Go get this barrier really quick. Your jump value is actually determined on like your last direction that you were jumping. And it's really weird how it works, but if you do the exact same path up the waterfall, you'll actually skip some ledges because you'll jump higher due to your jump value. Let's see if we can manage to sneak one in here. Nope, didn't get high enough there. That's okay. So now you're gonna see the power of slow spread in the next base. Hopefully I don't die in this boss. Alright. Then I think we'll be able to get a 1 cycle here, unfortunately. Nope, we were 1 off. That's just because rapid fire wasn't there. I couldn't hit it fast enough. But here, incoming some slow spread. We get the slow spread. It's so slow. It's obnoxious. I think rapid fire in this base adds like, I think into like about 5 or 6 times faster than if you're just using normal spread.
Good lord.
Yeah, it's so slow. There's a rapid fire we can eventually get in here on one of the screens. Hopefully we'll snag that. I mean, we'll have time to snag it since we're going so slow as it is. The one nice thing, though, is you can get pretty easy spread rhythm when it's slow like that, so you can still kind of speed it up, but... God. This room. Alright, you actually don't want spread rhythm in that room. Alright. This should be the room where we get rapid fire. Let's not miss this guy. Thank goodness. Now look how much faster it is. The main...
It's actually ridiculous how fast it is.
It's night and day. Like, the main time saves in this game are in the base. And once you have rapid fire spread, that's how you save most time in this game. You want to get what's called spread rhythm, which is like... You want to mash as fast as you can, but you have to be rhythmatic with it, is what spread rhythm is. So if you can mash at like 13 hertz, you have to remain at 13 hertz exactly for it to be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was unfortunate. I get crazy here, base 2. I'm still a 3 cycle, I'll take that. That was a sloppy beginning, but we got through.
Still not bad.
Nope. Now that the bases are gone, it's just going to be the regular stages, which is nice. Oh, another nice touch from the Japanese version is you can see the snow flying in your face on this one, and the trees, of course, blowing in the wind in the background. It's quite a blizzard going on in this version. But yeah, you're going to see the snow periodically start and stop throughout the stage, which is just another really nice touch. It's the nice touches that make it just a little bit better. But we do want to keep shooting with our spread as we continue through the level, because we do not want a guy spawning in front of us and shooting right away, because that'll just either push us into another enemy or delay us further, and we don't want none of that. The hitbox for those tanks, the spiky fronts, is pretty hilariously bad. You can really force yourself really close to it without actually getting hit. It's a nice touch. You want to jump over just to scroll the screen a little bit faster. It saves a few frames, and it's pretty safe. You just can't jump, like, obviously right into it, or else you're gonna lose everything. Then we're gonna see the end of our snow. Say goodbye to our nice blizzard. There's not going for any of the fancy jumps here. It's just a little too dangerous, especially with how much I died at the beginning. Curse you, first boss, for ruining many a marathons. Yeah, we got bad RNG here. What you're doing is hoping for him to spawn up there, but we didn't. He could spawn in 3 locations. Right is what you want. We got left spawn naturally. All right. So we're in energy zone now. This stage is... I want to say people remember this or fear this stage the most from when they were kids, because of the flames bursting out of the sides and scaring everyone, which is pretty scary. But overall, it's honestly one of the most consistent stages besides this section right here. Alright, we got a good pattern. We got a good global cycle. The flames are in a global cycle when you enter the stage. And when you have a good global cycle, it means you can get through here the fastest. Like that flame skip right there. That's the exo skip. It saves about half a second. Seems dangerous, but when you have your head and your visual cues in the right spot, it's not too bad at all. Alright, we're coming up to one of the worst bosses in the game, though. The giant football player called JJ. The problem is that he's not, like, overly hard. The problem is he jumps. And every time he jumps, it wastes, like, what, 0.75 seconds or something like that? And it kills a lot of runs. A lot of good paces die to that jerk. Like, it's insane. You can have the best basis in the world and come to this guy, and it'll cost you 4 seconds, and then you're just done.
Classic NES games.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, kill that card in the way. We want to get the barrier here. It will save time in the end. Well, for one, you can walk right through that, but But coming up, you can actually run into one of the spike walls if you do it right. You'll just have enough time to run into the wall coming up here. Right here. We do a little jump there so we don't have to stop at the third wall. Alright, we're gonna skip a couple spikes here. It's a little scary, but as long as you get close enough to one of them and then just move as it goes up, it's not too bad. Alright, we didn't get trolled there, that's good. That means we are pretty much good all the way to the heart now. That boss is silly. It's probably the easiest boss in the game. Just walk up and shoot it, that's it. Alright, so here we are in Alien's Lair. As you'll notice again, it's very different than the old US version. Because the whole thing is actually alive in this version, which I think is really neat. And at the end, during the heart, the further the heart is along to dying or exploding, the walls will actually move faster, which is a nice little touch. It's like you're actually killing the aliens in their entire base. But this is also the easiest stage in the entire game. There's no RNG in this stage. There's no like random spawns or anything. You just run through, you blow up these guys. Well, I guess there's one tiny bit of RNG whether this ceiling scorpion comes down or not. But you can blow them up, so it doesn't matter. Got 2 jumps, and the heart is gone, and time is when it stops. Time.
Nice. Good. Good run.
Thank you. A little choppy in the beginning, but that's that first boss for you.
Alright, I want to catch up on some donations real quick. We had a few come in during that run, but it was so intense. Whitman Price donated $20 saying, "Great marathon, good luck getting all the runners over from Japan. Maybe next year we can get the Mousecapade guy here." Thank you, Whitman. Ramses donated $50 and says, "Mario Party 3 needs some more love." Thank you, Ramses. And then Mr. Cab donated $100.
Ooh.
Says, "Bring them over. Put this towards the next incentive." So thank you guys very much
Awesome
for your
donation.
donations.
That's great stuff. Alright.
Definitely donating for a good cause.
For sure. It's AGDQ is a wonderful experience, and I love the absolute diversity of speedrunning in the first place, and when we can all bring together in one place and all hang out, that's great. It's a great thing. I just want to thank JRTA again for having me. And
Thank you.
For donating. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for doing a little back-to-back for us here. That was pretty good.
The old 1-2.
At all.
Coming up next is going to be... I actually forgot what it was. It's Ninja Gaiden.
Hang in there, Knox.
Hanging in there. Run by Aquas. Which is an equally as intense run.
Oh god, yes.
Alright, everybody. We'll be cutting the audio for a second, play some music, and we'll set up for the next game. So stick around. And thanks again, Toad.
Oh, not a problem.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much.